This video is a sign that you need to lock in.
Everybody's always gonna have excuses, man.
New year has begun, and I can see that fire in your eyes. The determination that this year will be your year.
But when is enough gonna be enough?
But if we're being honest, how many times have you said that before? Last year, the year before that? It's a cycle, isn't it? A pattern of making promises to yourself, holding on to hope that things will be different this time, only to end up with little to no progress to show for it. You underestimate your potential. You have no idea what you're truly capable of in a single year. But I'm here to tell you, you can achieve far more than you think. Picture this. Chris Pratt once weighed 300 pounds, but he transformed his body, dropping 60 pounds in just 6 months. Most people doubt that results like this are possible in such a short time frame. But let me ask you, if you were capable of attaining anything you dreamed of, without a doubt, and it was perfectly attainable within your grasp, how would that make you feel? When you think this way, you start to possess this unexplainable power within you, like there is nothing you can't accomplish. Nothing is out of reach for you because you have this unwavering confidence within yourself to turn your dreams into this undeniable reality. A quote I recently came across is something that I believe will completely restructure the way you perceive your life. It goes, "Tomorrow is an illusion to comfort us into not giving our all today." You see, I used to lean on tomorrow, thinking I could put things off. It was an idea that I found comfort in. But that is exactly the mentality that plagues you and I into being average. A thought that changed you from attaining greatness. Haven't you had enough? Doesn't the state of mediocrity make you want to push harder? When I decided to get serious about my goals, something ignited inside me. A fire telling me to shatter every barrier, crush my limitations, and be an example that my bloodline could look up to. This fire, this drive that I have mentioned, is something you need to find. Something I have preached and will continue to preach is self-manipulation. It is a technique that fighters use when prepping for a match to make crazy amounts of progress. They paint a vivid picture in their head where their opponent completely takes everything from them. Their family, their reputation, social status. If they don't give it all they got, everything that they love will be stripped away from their competitor. They turn their opponent into a monster to give them the strength to push beyond what they thought possible. This technique here is exactly what you and I need to adopt. Even if it's exaggerated, what matters is the action it inspires. Because we all have a finite amount of time on this planet. So why waste it all into meaningless, unrewarding tasks and continue to hold ourselves back? And why would you allow negative thoughts to rot your brain? By allowing these toxic thoughts and habits into your life, you are essentially a slave to yourself. Stop allowing these things to hold yourself back and start understanding that positive thoughts breed success. Even if you begin by taking one small step a day, such as running on a treadmill for 5 minutes, then honestly good for you, bro, because that is 5 minutes more than the day before. You are striving to make progress, something that not everyone can say for themselves. And by aiming to improve yourself by 1% daily, you will inevitably become over 3 times better than when you started. Remember, not everything is linear. All endeavors follow this J-curve, where you may not see progress at the beginning. Then, the results suddenly hit you all at once. It takes about 2 months to build a habit, so stay patient, because your consistency will pay off. If there is one thing you should take from this video, it is that there is always a price to be paid when it comes to making decisions. By deciding to play it safe and not embark on your dreams, you sacrifice a future of pure happiness and no regrets. If you ask me, this act of procrastination is a price I am not willing to pay. I would rather take immediate action and suffer now than to ever lie on my deathbed filled with regrets later. Because going through that cycle of pain is necessary. That is what builds us. It is what separates the dedicated from the mediocre. And when you begin to understand that pain is something you can't get around, you will start to embrace it. You will start to want the suffering to come your way because you know that you will always come out on top. If you stand with my message and want to help this channel grow, consider subscribing and comment what your goals are down below. When you achieve these goals, come back to the video and update everyone on your achievements. With that being said, it's time for you to decide. Will you learn how to fly, or will you crash and burn? Till next time.